Hi, Kerry Grinkmar with Best of U.S. Homes, Keller Williams in Birmingham, Alabama. This is my monthly video on what's happening in the Birmingham real estate market, but I want to interject what's happening in the national market as well and speak specifically to some things that I think are going to change the real estate business dramatically in the coming 2 years. But first, let's talk about the Birmingham real estate market, January of 2019. What we're going to see is that the number of sales overall has gone down about 10%, from 1,132 to 1,024. That's a 10% drop. If you move over to the volume category, you'll see the volume dropped as well by 11.5 million, or 5%, but not as much as the number of sales. And that's reflected in the fact that the median price has actually gone up 6%. So I would say, based on that there's just a lack of inventory, and so the sales have gone down, but the price has gone up. But then you go up to I want to segment it out a little bit more, and there's some surprising numbers in here. The $1 to that should be $500,000. That has gone. There was a drop in sales of 11%, and that's kind of shocking. And the volume actually decreased by 7%, by $13.4 million. This is a total reversal of what has happened in the past. For the past year, that market was up somewhere in the neighborhood of 17%. So this is something to watch. Granted, I think there is a lower inventory here. As you can see, the active listings dropped by 1,000, or about 8%. And I think this is reflective of interest rates went up for a little bit, but then came back down as the Fed has kind of reversed their position of raising interest rates. The 500,000 to 1 million, we actually saw an increase over prior year, an increase of 11 sales, or 31%, and an increase in volume of 21%. And the active listings are actually going up. And I believe that, again, is what I've talked to you in the past about the baby boomer sell-off. The more expensive a home gets, the more probability it's in the hands of a baby boomer. 9,000 of them are retiring every day in the United States, and they're downsizing or passing on. In the million plus, 7 sales. Prior year there were 10, so there's a drop there of 30%. There just aren't that many people buying $1 million homes. The volume dropped by 5%, so the average cost of a home would reflect that it went up. But here again, the other thing that is just really troubling to me is the active listings have increased by 25%, from 224 to 279. There are just an awful lot of McMansions coming to market that are lingering on the market. So if you're in those categories, whether it be, and I guess it would be from 500,000 up, you're going to have to market your home. You're going to have to make it pristine, so that if you're in the 750, you've got a 50-50 chance that you'll sell it in a year, because there just aren't that many buyers. So you've got to be one of the best homes on the market. Then the other thing I want to talk to you about is what's happening in the overall real estate market. And I'm speaking specifically about organizations such as Zillow and REDFIN. Zillow, back in July, went into a program of instant offers where they go in and they buy your home for a cash price. You pack it up, you leave. They immediately list it. Within 30 days, they've got it all spruced up and updated, and they've got it on the market. I want you to, if you're really interested in this, go to Zillow, Phoenix, Arizona. This is where they started their instant offers program. And in your search, check for sale, by agent, by owner, and see what is listed. What you're going to find on the first page, the first 25 listings, 22 of those are going to be owned by Zillow. Let me repeat that. 22 of them are going to be owned, of the first 25 listings are going to be owned by Zillow. Every one of them is going to be listed by one agent. His name is George Lawton. He's the listing agent for Zillow in Arizona. They buy the house, and looking at tax records, I can determine this, and then raise the price of the house by 2 to 4%. And if it doesn't sell in the first 30 days, they start dropping the price by 0.2% every month. On a $300,000 home, that equates to $1,000 a month. Sometimes in 14, 15 days, they drop the price. In other words, they're buying homes and they're going to turn them. They're going to get them turned. So to the real estate agent of this world, you got a new competition. You got a national organization that gets 90% of all first showings of homes on their portal, and they're in direct competition with you. And they'll pick one agent, they'll pay him a salary, and he'll list all their homes. And then, as I say, 22 out of the first 25. If the second place they took this was Las Vegas, Nevada. Go to Zillow, Las Vegas, Nevada, and you're going to find the same thing, that the first page is dominated by the houses they're going to sell. They're going to sell their homes before they sell yours. As you get up to, if you start sorting out by dollar volume, once you get past $600,000, they don't have any listings. So to an agent who is selling homes over $600,000, you're pretty safe for a while. But I think they're coming after us. They're coming after us. They've adopted something of the REDFIN way of doing business, where they hire an agent, they pay him a fee for services, or put him on a salary, and then if they get the buyer into the house, they've got their costs down. If you or I bring the buyer into the house, they got to pay us probably 2 to 3% based on that. But that's the competition. As I say, if you look at them from 500 to 600,000, they're even in there. They've got 13 of the first 27 listings. The business is changing, and technology is making it available. So what do you do as a homeowner? I personally believe that if you are a homeowner, and they're not in Birmingham, but if somebody will come to my house and they'll spruce it up and they'll cover the card financially, I would be tempted to sell it to them. But that's what's coming. But on the other token, it doesn't look like they want to get involved in the more expensive homes. So that's the state of the market. There's definitely a shift being driven. It's the same shift that you're seeing in the stock market. So market your home, present your home positively. I personally believe if you've got a home over $1,750,000, if there's only half as many buyers as there are homes for sale, you got to get involved in video, just like I do here. You got to talk to your potential buyer. You've got to show them why your house is a better house to buy, and then you got to tap into those potential buyers who aren't currently looking for a house. I like to say, if you're selling an expensive home, you need to be selling it like an expensive car. No one needs a Porsche. No one needs a Lamborghini. No one needs $1 million home. So you got to create the desire. A sign in the front yard isn't going to get it done anymore. You've got to create the desire and bring the people to your home. You've got to have an agent who is going to act as a salesman and sell your home for you. So, if I can be of any help to you, my name is Kerry Grinkmeyer. My phone number is 205-919-6006. Give me a call. I'd love to explain our program to you of the formula we use for selling homes. Good luck to you, and see you next month with the state of the Birmingham real estate market.